We say it without sound, in the way we turn around, in the space we almost close, believe a little open now. It's written in the quiet, we don't speak it out loud. We say it without sound. The rain is tapping on the glass, like it knows we're letting moments pass. Your shadow moves along the wall, tall and careful in the dark. The screen light paints your tired face, soft blue glow across the space. You look at me, then look away, like there's something you won't say. We talk about the day, about the traffic and the train, but never about the way my heart shifts when you say my name. We say it without sound, in the pauses that we keep, in the way your hand finds mine and pulls back quietly. It's there between the lines, in every almost now. We say it without sound. Your coffee cools beside your hand. You trace circles you don't plan. Outside the headlights drift by slow, like they're watching what we won't show. There's comfort in the way we sit, not too close, not far from it, like we're balancing the truth on something fragile but still true. We laugh at something small, it lingers just a second too long, like we both already know where this feeling belongs. Hey, maybe we're protecting what we have by not giving it a name. Maybe saying it out loud would only change the shape. I don't need a promise tonight, I just need this light. We say it without sound, in the shadows on the wall, in the rain against the window, in the silence when you call. It's not loud, not dramatic, but it's honest and it's true. We say it without sound. And me and you. Stay a little longer, don't turn off the light. We don't need forever, just this quiet night. No promises louder than what we can do. Stay a little longer, just let it grow. Oh, no burning bright, just steady and true. Stay a little longer, like we still do. We don't talk like we used to, but we still talk every day. Not every silence means we're breaking. Some things just change. The light comes through the window, different than before. We're not who we were last summer, but we're not unsure. We said the words that hurt us, we let them settle down. Now we're standing in the quiet on steadier ground. No running away, no needing to win, just breathing in and breathing in. We're learning us again, not the way we were back then. Not chasing perfect feelings, not pretending we don't bend. It's slower, it's softer, but it's honest in the end. We're not starting over, we're learning us again. We don't hold on too tightly, we don't pull apart. We found a middle distance that protects the heart. You look at me more calmly, like you finally see that love doesn't have to be loud to mean something. We don't promise forever, like it's easy to say. We just show up for each other every day. No big dramatic lines, no tears to defend, just small steady steps again and again. We're learning us again, without the rush we knew. Not trying to be perfect, just trying to be true. It's quieter than before, but stronger than it's been. We're one losing each other, we're learning us again. We're learning us again. Maybe healing isn't fireworks. Maybe it's staying in the room when it would be easier to assume. Maybe growing up together means letting some things go, keeping what still matters and letting the rest grow slow. We're learning us again, not the same but not undone. Not afraid of changing, not afraid to become. It's simple, it's steady like sunlight through the rain. We're not who we were, we're learning us again. We're learning us again. We're learning us again. The train runs past my window view, silver rails and midnight blue. Another hour slips away, like words we didn't say. Your name still lingers in the air, like perfume on an empty chair. quiet hearts. You're a chapter, not a scar, not a wound, not regret, just the best I won't forget. And every time the night runs long and over, sound feels slow. There's a softness in the dark that still feels like home. There's a quiet kind of power in letting things unfold. Not every story needs a fight, not every truth is told. I've learned to sit with questions without needing reply. Let the thoughts move through me like clouds across the sky. I don't pull at every thread, I don't break to make a sound. I found a softer way to stand my ground. There's a calm in my bones that wasn't there before. I don't shake with every change, I don't brace for war. I've made peace with unknowns, with what I can't control. There's a calm in my bones, and it holds. Some nights still feel heavy, some days still feel long, but I don't lose myself trying to be strong. I don't need to prove that I can carry all. I've learned how to rise without needing to fall. I don't fear the distance, I don't rush goodbye. I let things leave if they need to fly. There's a calm in my bones, steady and slow. Not the fire I once was, but a deeper glow. I've made space for my own heart and soul. There's a calm in my bones, and I know maybe strength is quiet, maybe it's release, maybe it's forgiving and calling that peace. I don't have to harden to survive. I can stay open and still feel alive. There's a calm in my bones even after the storm. Not untouched by the weather, just quietly warm. I don't need to run, I don't need to roam. There's a calm in my bones, and it feels like home. This room is almost still ours, almost warm, almost right. We're not falling apart, we're just not holding tight. There's love in the silence, but it feels Neon afterglow spilling through the room. Midnight moving slow under silver moon. Laptop casting blue shadows on the wall. Every little thing feels beautiful. You don't say too much, you don't need to try. You just sit beside me while the hours pass by. We don't rush the spark, we don't fear the dark. In the neon afterglow, we don't let it go. Not a fire burning wild, just a steady flow. Through the quiet air, through the undertow. In the neon afterglow, we move slow. We move slow. Rain against the glass, soft electric sound. City lights reflect all around. No dramatic scene, no breaking down. Just a calm between what we found. You don't pull away, you don't disappear. You're the quiet rhythm I still hear. No thunder in our sky, no reason why. In the neon afterglow, we don't let it go. Not a fire burning wild, just a steady flow. Through the quiet air, through the undertow. In the neon afterglow, we move slow. We move slow. Maybe love is like the rain, soft and never vain, falling without sound, but always around. In the neon afterglow, under city glow. We're not chasing stars, we're already home. Through the overtime, through the undertone. In the neon afterglow, we've grown. We've grown. We've We're in a quiet orbit, circling the same space, close enough to feel it, too far to embrace. No gravity is broken, no stars collide. We're in a quiet orbit, side by side. The monitor glow reflects your face, soft blue light across the place. You lean back in your chair, like something's missing in the air. We talk about the day we had, the traffic, deadlines, good and bad, but not about the space between what we are and what we've been. There's no tension, no loud goodbye, just something sharp edges, no divide. We're in a quiet orbit, side by side. Your laughter lands but doesn't stay. It fades before it finds its way. Your eyes meet mine and quickly move, like honesty would disapprove. Your city hum becomes our sound, a steady rhythm all around, like we're sinking to survive instead of feeling truly alive. We're not breaking, we're not whole, just two hearts out of control. We're in a quiet orbit, round and round. No crash, no ground, no lost and found. Still connected, still untied. We're in a quiet orbit, side by side, side by side. Maybe distance doesn't shout, maybe it just smooths things out, until we don't remember when we stopped reaching in. I don't want a perfect scene, just something real between. We're in a quiet orbit, still tonight, not dark enough to lose the light. No final ending, no divide. We're in a quiet orbit, still side by side, still side by side, still side by side. We're in a quiet orbit, we're in a quiet orbit, we're in a quiet orbit, side by side. The monitor glow reflects your face. We're in a quiet orbit, still side by side. My monitor glow reflects, the monitor glow reflects, the monitor glow, the monitor glow. Let the silence make us stay. We live in the afterglow silence, where nothing explodes. We don't fall apart in violence. We just carry the load. No dramatic ending, no tears to defend. We live in the afterglow silence, again and again. The clock reads 1:17. You're closer than you've ever been, but something in the space we share feels careful, almost rare. You scroll without a word to say. I trace the patterns in the gray of shadows stretching on the wall, like we're afraid to feel it all. We don't scream, we don't run, we just fade into one. We live in the afterglow silence, where sparks turn small, not burning bright and wild, just glowing at all. We don't crash down, we don't pretend. We live in the afterglow silence, again and again. Your laughter lands but stays contained, like joy that's slightly restrained. You look at me like you still care, but differently from there. Outside, headlights drift like stars, passing slow between the cars. I wonder if we feel the same, or if we're just afraid of change. No loud goodbye, no final scene, just quiet love. We live in the afterglow silence, when nothing is loud, not fearless, not violent, just softer now. We don't lose control, we just bend. We live in the afterglow silence, again and again. Maybe this is what it means to grow beyond the in-betweens. Not every love is meant to burn, some just slowly turn. I still feel you in the room, even in the quiet gloom. We live in the afterglow silence, still side by side, not chasing the lightning, just letting it slide. No perfect resolution, no dramatic end. We live in the afterglow silence, and maybe that's enough. In the end, I read between the lines of everything you say. There's something in your voice that slowly slips away. We're not losing control, we're just losing time. I read between the lines. The glow from your laptop screen reflects in your tired eyes. You say it's just another week, but something feels disguised. Your laughter sounds the same, but it doesn't stay as long, like a melody that fades before the second song. You're here beside me, close but far, like we're sharing space but not the heart. Right between the lines of everything you say, the pauses in your sentences give you away. We're not crashing down, we're just misaligned. I read between the lines. We talk about the weather, about the bills and the day, but not about the distance quietly on display. Your hand rests next to mine, but doesn't intertwine, like we're careful with the truth we're trying not to find. Outside the traffic moves, steady, calm on cue. I wish we were that certain about me and you. No sudden endings, no loud goodbye, just gentle shifts we can't deny. I read between the lines of everything you do. The silence when I say your name feels different now from you. We're not torn apart, we're just undefined. I read between the lines. Maybe we don't need to fall to know we've changed. Maybe love can still exist, just rearranged. I'm not asking for forever or a perfect sign. I just wish you'd read mine. I read between the lines, and I still believe there's something in the quiet we haven't let lead. We're not breaking down, we're just intertwined, still reading in between the lines. Headphones on, the world fades out. Soft electric, no more doubt. Your laughter in a distant key still harmonizes with me. The clock moves past 2:03. Another quiet memory, not a ghost that haunts my mind, just a trace you left behind. We said goodbye so gently, like waves retreating slowly. away. I let it rest, I let it stay, like vinyl spinning low in a room with amber glow. You were never meant to break. You were something I would take through every road I choose. Even when we lose, some loves don't disappear, they just grow quiet here in this late night reverie. You're not lost, you're part of me, in the rhythm of the keys, in the hush between the beats. It's not pain and it's not blue, it's just something true, a melody that softly stays in everything I do. If time rewrites the story, I wouldn't change a line. You were my borrowed glory and a borrowed time. In this late night reverie, I'm stronger than I seem, carrying your memory like a half-remembered dream. Not broken, not undone, just moving steadily with a quiet kind of love that still believes in me. That still believes in me. Between the blue light and the quiet of the room, there's something in your eyes that I don't dare assume. We don't say the words, but they're close enough to see. Between the blue light, you and me. The clock says almost 2 a.m. Your keyboard hums again. The city breathes outside our space, reflected in your face. Your shadow stretches on the wall like it wants to tell it all, but we keep it simple, safe, like silence is our way. We talk about tomorrow like it's just another day, but every small goodnight feels like more than we can say. Between the blue light and the soft rain on the glass, there's a feeling building up, but we let it pass. Not because it isn't real, not because we're unsure. Between the blue light, it feels warm and pure. You lean back in your chair, run your fingers through your hair. You smile at something small, but it lingers after all. The rain keeps steady time like a quiet metronome, and in this borrowed silence, you somehow feel like home. We don't reach too far, we don't pull away, we just let the moment gently stay. Maybe we're afraid to move, afraid to make it shift. Maybe what we have right now is already a gift. I don't need fireworks tonight, just this steady love. after midnight, falling through the blinds, city breathing slowly, like it's reading my mind. Coffee turning colder on the desk beside. I'm not feeling lonely. You're here in the quiet. You don't call my name, you don't ask for more. You just move like music through an open door. We don't need the sparks, we don't feel the dark. In the silver after midnight, everything feels right. Not a flame out of control, just a steady light through the late night air, through the overtime. In the silver after midnight, you're still mine. Headlights on the ceiling, tracing passing lines. Memories aren't heavy, they're gentle in design. No dramatic ending, no shattered glass, just a quiet story that was built to last. We don't run away, we just softly stay. In the silver after midnight, in the silver after midnight, everything feels right. Not a flame out of control, just a steady light through the late night air, through the overtime. In the silver after midnight, you're still mine. Maybe love grows slower when the noise fades out. Not a wave that pulls you under, just a steady ground. In the silver after midnight, under neon skies, we're not chasing something, we're not saying goodbye. Through the quiet hours, through the pale sunrise. In the silver after midnight, you and Your name still glows on my screen tonight, like a quiet city light. I don't reach, I don't rewind, but you're running through my mind. The clock moves slow past 105, another overtime alive. Keys are tapping in a line, like a rhythm keeping time. We never burn too bright, we were steady in the night. In the glow on the screen, you're closer than you seem. Not a is your name? Rain is tracing on the glass like reflections of the past. I don't chase what used to be, it still walks beside me. Every chord I softly play sends the words I couldn't say. Not dramatic, not loud, just something honest now. We never had to fight, we just faded into night. From the glow on the screen, you're closer than you seem. Not a shadow in the dark, just a soft electric spark. It's not hurting anymore, it's not like before, just a calm and steady flame that still remembers your name. Maybe love was meant to change, not to break or rearrange, just to settle in the air, like it's always there. The glow on the screen, you're a part of me, not a weight I carry on, just quiet company. And as the night turns slow into morning's pale blue, I'm still moving forward, but I'm shaped by you. Quiet like the rain falling on my street. Every drop repeats a memory. Not in pain, not in tears, just a voice I still hear. Coffee steam rising slow, traffic humming low. You're not a ghost, you're just close. We don't break apart, we just change our start. We're dancing in the rain like